and we see already we are starting at the bottom. Group G is already Psycho won his first match against Paksa and will now.
But now he has to go against Peden.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an interesting game, overall.
Yeah. So another really fast series as the one we saw, were 3 tempo decks winning, and that did not take so long. And Group F, the match is still going on.
Okay.
As we already saw in Group E, IST won convincingly against Leo Lockhart, who will now be waiting on the loser of Dr. Raki and IST to have a second chance of advancing from the group.
Lorient is still playing against Damon.
Yeah.
Like Furby and Harlequin.
Are also playing still.
Oh, Omedos dropped 3-2 against risestorm, like you called it.
So Omedos is waiting on Idunno or risestorm as his second chance to advance from the group, while Idunno and risestorm now are in the position that they can directly advance to the playoffs. And in Group A we see that Shark is still playing against Downey Road, and something really interesting here to see is that they played a 3-2 and are already done. So that has to be a really, really fast series as well. Some probably rather decisive matches.
Or even just like tempo matchups, or like in the favor of one, and then you just lose automatically. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so we have some time to wait on the next match. But so far that was a shorter series than expected, I would say.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit about the choice of deck that Leo Lockhart made here, I would say. Deciding to play all the 3 matches with the Control Warrior, who was, I would say, tagged against the other control decks and not against aggro decks.
Who has like the worst matchup with all the tempo decks.
Yeah.
But
so
still, if he would won this one matchup,
yeah,
he would be in a good standing to like win this other 2.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's just a gamble sometimes.
And at least in the last one, it got close.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of the decks, a lot of the times the high cost cards stacking up in his hand, and I think it was the middle match against the mage where we both said maybe play the Justica here, coin out the Justica to generate more armor in the future. And I think one thing that is you have to consider about it is, if you play Justica and you can't armor up that turn, armoring up the next turn already makes it breaks even. So armoring up twice afterwards is already double as good as armoring up
once.
At least you're getting a lot more value. Caster math, as we know, is really, really hard. So that was something we were a little bit surprised.
Definitely.
But especially the first match was awkward draw, having the Zoth in his hand, Sylvanas, Justica. Justica, you sometimes can get off value, but N'Zoth turn 10, if you reach turn 10, you most of the time have a good chance against Hunter. At least you're not in the worst position.
True.
Sylvanas is nearly unplayable because it is so slow, and oftentimes the Hunter can play around which card you will get. It's not that you can guarantee, as in a control matchup, that you get this one expensive card, but you might just get 2/2 Hyena, which is not that important.
You have to say that like mid-range Hunter is like the perfect counter to Control Warrior.
Yeah.
Like, it's perfect, the matchup for the Hunter.
Yeah.
It's like this deck you want to target on ladder or in tournaments. It's just like really good. That's the point where when you really want to play your warrior that hard, why he banned Shaman instead of the Hunter.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like the matchup with the Shaman out of the ladder. You know what they can do. But Hunters are like. It's my opinion, but
especially by taking out the Ravaging Ghouls,
Yeah.
You're also weaker against Freezing Trap.
Yeah.
Because that is a minion that if it gets Freezing Trapped, you say, yeah, okay. I have another Whirlwind effect. While having your, what's the name? Twilight Councilman? Or Twilight's called?
Summoner.
Twilight Summoner. Twilight Summoner if that card gets freezing trapped, it feels really bad because you have to pay 6 mana, so 10 in total to play a 1/1 that then has to die to get a 5/5, which is
Pretty slow.
pretty slow.
And if this minion gets freezing trapped, you're just like, okay, I lost.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like the worst
And you
outcome.
don't know what secret it is that your opponent played. So
Most of
you
the times.
yeah, you're sitting there with your 1/1. Do I attack now and then have to pay 6? Because at that moment, if that card gets freezing trapped, it's basically removed from the game. You will not play that again because you're not playing an aggro control matchup where this doesn't matter if a card is 1 or 2 mana more expensive, because in the end you're sitting at 10 mana for the most of the game. So yeah, not tagged against control, played against tempo,
Loses.
didn't work out. And we have the next result here. Sorry for that. And we see Multicore and Nickinger finishing their match with Multicore actually winning 3-1.
Pretty good.
So rather convincing, and now he has to face Rewind, which will be probably a little bit harder. Of course, we didn't see the matches, and we don't have the exact deck lists of both players.
Yeah.
And that is also a huge consideration in who is winning what. And I don't know if we already have some information on what match we will be casting next. Idunno and risestorm. So we can actually prepare that match already for you guys. And then, yeah, have the next one just going on. Yeah, I think our admin and the rest of our team will tell us once they are ready.
So
And
we...
Okay, yeah, we hear that they are preparing their places in the area, you know, that you can see on the stream, where both of the players sitting basically next to each other with yeah, slight variation in how the tables are turned so that they cannot see their opponent's screens. And yeah, then we will go into that matchup, but I think you have already have taken a look at the deck lists of both players.
I just opened them up.
Okay.
Just give me a second. So, we got Druid, Warrior, Shaman, and Warlock against Hunter, Mage, Warlock, and Shaman. Casual matchups. Pretty good. Nothing so scary. We got as well the Ends of Warrior without Ravaging Ghouls, but Twilight Summoner for it.
Okay.
It's again targeting more those control decks. Even it's got Elise
and a Barnes. So what are the good Barnes cards and what are the bad ones? You can get Acolyte of Pain, which is okay.
you
just
can get
drawing
Sylvanas,
a
you can
card.
get Kayn.
Yeah. Infested Tauren is another 1/1 taunt summoning something good. Twilight Summoner is nice. Yeah, so the worst card you can get is Elise, which is just a 1/1.
Jessica.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, Jessica
And Enzof.
This is true.
Grommish is like, okay, you get a
1/1 charge.
1/1 charge.
It's a Stone Tusk Boar without the beast tag. It's
pretty good.
Yeah, for me it is always I'm looking at this and say, okay, what has some kind of benefit if you get it in Barnes? And charge is not great,
but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. So yeah, you're not happy if you get a Grommish, but it's not completely lost. So
that's true. So
I would say we have better Barnes decks in our tournament at the moment. So where we have a higher chance to get something with value. But yeah, also some with a lower chance to get anything good. So somewhere in the middle area.
Okay, they're both players hanging out in the main menu.
Yeah,
they set it down.
They are preparing at the moment. So if any of you guys in chat want to give some feedback about the production we are doing now as the casters as well. So far, That would be really nice, so that we can see if everything is working out on your side as well. If you haven't watched the stream from the start, we mentioned it there. That
I guess Twitch is down.
Okay.
The Twitch?
We have... Okay.
Okay.
So we have a small technical problem with our second computer over here at the casting area, but yeah, so far everything works. I think, I hope everything works for you guys. And yeah, as I was mentioning before, we are doing all the production as well here today. So in case you're wondering why I'm looking to this side some of the time, that is because I'm doing the production and trying to help out there as well. As we are doing the entire tournament together with 5, yeah, we have 5 today. Yoda, Kanzler, Zersch, and the both of us.
What, like, Kanzler is like doing the most of the work with Serge at the location.
Yeah, Kanzler and...
Because we are just like sitting down and talking a bit.
Yeah, and doing production and hoping everything goes fine. So you would say we got the easy part of the job this time around?
Yeah. Today
Okay.
we're not the easiest part. Like you have to concentrate like the full day, but
Yeah.
it's a good part of the
And
don't care. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
okay, so small update there. Still weird, but
Oh, they're preparing to battle each other.
okay. So let's we can probably find out the bands and then
Hast du geschrieben, Bo? Er hat gesagt, du soll ihn anschreiben. Du kannst ihn anschreiben, wenn es anfangen soll.
Ja, ich habe nur wegen dem Band.
then we will hop right into the game. Oh, by the way, we can see that Rewind is actually Legend rank 1494 at the moment.
Both band to Shaman.
Okay, so once more to Shaman bands, and then we will go directly into the game. They will be
I just
starting
wrote to
right
them,
now,
Go. Let's do this.
and
Just wanna
get
see
the
good
next
Hearthstone.
match on the way for you guys. Yeah, we are actually quite well in the time this time. If you think about it, after this we only have one more match and we are done with the group phase.
Okay, it's starting.
Your Hearthstone crashed.
Okay,
just production things.
just my Hearthstone crashed.
Yeah.
Like you and the stream gonna get a good.
Yeah, we will be going right into the game for you guys now.
It's just like the second computer here.
Okay, so you see Idunno at the bottom and risestorm at the top. Once again, we see the greedy warrior for Idunno. He is still in. Even though we switched the series or changed the series, we are now watching two different players. We see a similar warrior list as before, and once again Zulok at the top for risestorm, who just started with a casual 1-drop this time, getting countered by the fiery war axe. So this obviously makes playing the knife juggler, which was highlighted a lot there by risestorm, a little bit less likely, and he is going for the Dark Peddler, which is has this battle cry effect and not an effect which stays strong while he is on the board. So a better choice to play into a fiery war axe. And now we also see that there's not a good follow-up for Idunno so far.
But it's still okay
Yeah,
for like okay, your Warwick is now gone, but you still get a slam for a knife juggler. It's okay to get a slam. It doesn't feel so awkward to slam her. Oh, sheep block.
yeah,
Do you now sheep block? Yeah, you do.
yeah, I think so.
Card
Um,
draw and 5 health, and after that you can play Infested Tauren and like build it up.
Yeah. I mean, getting the knife juggler cleared right now is also possibly saving you a lot of life or health, but on the other hand, you need to draw relatively fast throughout your deck because you will have these dead drops like N'Zoth. If you draw N'Zoth, you basically did not draw a card in that turn, so you have to prevent that.
Mm.
And this way he's saved now, what is it, Hey, he's actually saved 6 life by clearing from 3 knives and 3 damage from the knife juggler. But this is a really, really strong Doom Guard. And this is what makes this deck so fearsome.
But he's playing right into the brawl.
That's true, but in some way you have to do that as the
Just saying. It's just like going to be a big brawl here, and if like the Doom Guard, the Wolf, and the Knife Juggler dies, it's like super value.
Yeah.
It's really strong value.
And risestorm is thinking about clearing the slime here, but I don't know why you would do that, because you know you will lose one of the cards, and yeah, in the end you make the outcome of the brawl a little bit less disastrous, because there's a higher chance for one of your stronger minions to survive.
As long as the Doom Guard dies.
No, the Doom Guard survives.
Again, second time today, the Doom Guard survives a brawl.
Yeah.
Feels not pretty good
and
here.
now you're getting a second Doom Guard. Yeah, we are in for a fast one today, as it looks like. That is a warrior at 7 health in turn 6. And now you can clear 1 Doom Guard and then still die. I'm not quite sure if I see any outs here. You're at 1 health at maximum if you now execute. Oh no, the flame died as well. So yeah. At least 4 health. But then there's still 2 soulfires. There's abusive sergeants. There's still a lot of ways for risestorm to finish the game here. And yeah, what is the next draw? We see another Ironforge Portal, which is
good.
Yeah, but what are you playing then next? Are you playing just armor up?
I would go here for shield block first.
Yeah, I would say shield block. If you don't draw anything good, bash. That generates more armor, takes more damage of the
shield slamming this.
Yeah, this was way better than just trying to survive here with Ironforge Portal, I would say.
Yeah, giving a good position now here.
Yeah.
Dull Possessed Villager is not too bad as well.
Yeah, and you can flood the board once more, even though it is not a lot of damage. But in this case, it's not that bad because it's really, really hard to clear this board. So even though it's not a lot of damage at once, it is a lot of damage over time.
But still, you're in a proper position right now.
And Idunno is actually deciding to take the Acolyte here, not valuing the 2 armor that much. I don't mind that play.
I think it's okay, because he needs cards overall. He needs more card than anything else.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now how much damage does he got? 2, 4, 5, 6, 10.
It's 10 damage, yeah.
When he plays the Soulfire. Okay, he's going for it. You now want to just like pressure more.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good card. Draw a card first.
Yeah, definitely. Draw the card.
Not too bad of a card.
Yeah. But the mistake
please.
Here, you should always armor up first before playing this card, because you could get the Shadow Spawn thing that inspires 4 damage. So if you're trying to survive, always use your hero ability first before playing Ironforge Portal.
9, 10, 11, and he got 11 health.
Yeah.
It's GG. And again, the control warrior goes down against the Tempo Zoolog. Zoolog is Tempo deck.
Yeah, taking the first victory once again. So risestorm is now left with... he is playing the mage. Is he the mage player? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, he's
one of them is playing mage, and both of them had shaman and warlock, and then one of them is playing Druid, one of them is playing Warrior, one of them is playing Mage, and I think one is playing Hunter, but I'm not quite sure how they are split. We know that Idunno is playing the Warrior. So with that lineup, I would say the Druid is suiting best into that lineup.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess so. He's playing the Druid.
Yeah, and we see the Hunter for
the risestorm.
And Idunno continues to play the Warrior. And a quick update for the other matchups. We see that Harlequin has finished 3-0 versus Furby, which is not that...
Oh, that opening hand for Idunno is not like the best.
Yeah, I mean Bash is a nice card to control the board early, but the problem is that Hunter does not really have a lot of 3 health minions. Either they have 4
I would use
or
the
1.
Bash to remove, just for removal.
Yeah.
Because he leaks so much out of tempo without a War Axe, he can't deal with the board.
Yeah, but on the other, you can't really bash the Kindly Grandmother because then you have to bash it again. So you have to use 2 cards. So
but you can slam.
Yeah, of course you can slam it, but what I was saying is that bash is in general a really nice removal card, but the problem in this matchup is that a lot of the Hunter cards do not have this 3 health. They either have 4, like Barnes, Leok,
oh, that's big.
Something like that. So and now none of them is easy for you to remove. You would have to use Slam plus
Do
Shield
you
Slam,
your own
Slam.
bounce?
Yeah, I like the bounce. Gambling to get something good, and it is Elise, one of the worst he could have gotten.
But
one of
it's
the
still.
3 that were
Oh,
bad.
I've got a turned over card. Okay, that's
It's what is it? Okay, for you it's a...
Wait,
Yeah, it's the Houndmaster. For us, everything was clear.
Do you brawl or do you not brawl? Or you just like bash,
Shield Slam,
shield slam, and say go? Why don't you bash
the 4-3? Yeah, I'm really surprised by that. Maybe playing a little bit fast here. Because there was not a real reason.
No real reason to not bash the 4-3.
Yeah.
Oh, big card here for the Hunter. Again, Death Rattle.
Yeah.
It's good. His board is pretty good against all those wave
And
clears.
now you basically can't brawl, right? If you brawl...
It feels awkward because it's getting at least 1-1, 2 1-1s and 1-3-2.
Yeah, so the damage is basically staying the same after you brawl, unless one of the 1-1s survives. That is a decent, I would say, for a card you can get as a 4-drop. Of course, there are a lot better ones, but at least you are not left with something like the 1-1 with Taunt. What's the name? Faceless Shambler, I think is the name.
We saw him before.
Yeah.
Animal Companion is still okay. Oh, always suffer.
Always suffer.
You don't never in your entire life want to brawl this. Never, but you have to, just to remove those 3 other minions.
Yeah, at least you can slam one of the big bad wolves.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
So now brawl.
You have
and
to brawl now.
hope. Just like that's the.
So you want one kindly grandmother to survive, right? And then brawl.
No, the infested wolf is.
That's
okay
the second best resort, I would say.
No. What?
No, yeah, I think you have to slam here.
Yeah, definitely, just to like gain a bit back.
Yeah, and you will not be able to use the slams to draw a card. That will not happen in this game.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think so. If you look at the hunter's hand, there's no single card that you could slam and still draw a card. And this way, he just lost 1 health more. Is not able to use his mana more efficiently this turn. So, yeah, I really don't like that. And now he is still slamming. So, yeah, maybe he hoped for a better card, but did not work out.
Well, But now it looked not too bad at the moment. Does he play any Death Rattle cards?
I don't think so.
It's most of the time the Hunter who is playing Death Rattle cards, I guess
Yeah.
so.
So now putting this off in your secret hunter deck list.
Maybe. Just to get like the amount of value. 10-10. Okay, do you play? No, you don't do.
What are you waiting for with it then, if you're not playing it yet?
For board removal, just like, because it's not like feeling that you have to like pressure that much.
Okay.
Because now, like, okay, sheet block armor up, and he got a taunt right in the way. Okay, then it's now it's misplay.
Now you can. Do you quick shot here and not play the wolf, the hounds? Because if you play the hounds, you can draw one more card, and you will never have more than two hounds coming out of it, right?
That's true.
So now he could Nizoth for one infested Tauren,
Yeah, you have to.
but at least you get. There we are, having more than 3 minions, just proving me wrong the moment I say you will never get more than 2 hounds. Okay, but that's still relatively easy to clear. And why do you trade the hound here? I mean, if you trade the spiders, you're less likely to lose to some kind of board clear. Board damage is less horrible for you.
Yeah.
Okay, Cairn is not something you want to get here. And is there? No, that is it. Yeah, talking English. And we see the 2-0 once again. The Warrior is now 0-5 on stream.
Just bad matchups.
Yeah,
bad
of course, bad matchups. But in the end, you decide which decks you bring to the tournament. And so far, the decision to bring this heavy control warrior has not paid off. At least on the matches we had on stream.
True.
Okay, and we directly go into the next matchup, and it looks like Idunno is not looking too happy on stream. So
of course, because
yeah, he now has to win against the Tempo Mage, but this Tempo Mage has the Faceless Summoner, which I think we did not have in the decklist of Ice-T. Okay, yeah. And that is also really interesting to see that both of them, risestorm and Ice-T, brought similar decklists. If you think about they are playing the Archon Cup together. So maybe they actually spoke a little bit about it.
Maybe they play a bit often against each other.
Yeah, and
it could be.
Yeah, we have a lot of players who actually meet each other at the tournament, and then basically become friends and start practicing for the Dorfkrug Cups together and trying to decide which decks to bring, talking about the meta. So that is definitely a possibility. And yeah, not the best start for risestorm this time around. So once again, similar to our first series, where the third match was the one where the warrior had the best chances to score a point.
Yeah. Oh, Pyroblast. That's nice.
That's.
That can't be right.
I mean, you have the spell damage active, so you clear it directly.
Yeah, but Arcane Blast is one of the best removal spells for Tempo Mage.
Yeah, I don't mind it too much because you still get more chip damage in with both of your early game drops, and so far the warrior has not shown to have some answers to it, so the chance that he has one now is quite small.
Yeah, true.
Now you have to decide how much you want to commit to the board, because you're once again playing against double brawl, I think. Is a double brawl in the Idunno list as well? I mean, it's relatively standard for such an control-oriented deck to run 2 brawls. And
Most of the time, yeah.
we see Cairn, which is a good position. If you are able to coin out a Cairn as a warrior against a tempo mage, then most of the time you're not in the worst position. And that is probably not what you want to get out of your Firelance portal.
No, it's okay to trade with the board.
But you're going face here, right? You're not trading 5 cards into a Bane here. Okay. Yeah.
No.
Looked a little bit as if risestorm was considering it, but taking the right decision here, in my opinion. And now you're still able. Well, you could actually even play Sylvanas if you want to.
Maybe I even would go here for Jessica.
Yeah, I think you play either with Jessica or
Turn
Sylvanas.
6 is too good for a control warrior to play it, because you get so much amount of value like you took before.
Yeah, but the question is if will there ever be a board where it's so easy to steal a card with Sylvanas? Because if you play Sylvanas next turn, you're still not using the hero ability of Jessica, and then you're getting the stronger minion out first. So that is the decision I was thinking about. If you decide you're going to play both cards in turn 6 and 7, just get the stronger body out first, and the one that is fighting better for the board.
Yeah. But the board looks not too bad, actually, for the warrior.
And that was maybe played a little bit fast, because he drew a Frostbolt, which he could have used to clear Justica as well, and he used his ping there instead. So that costed him a lot of his board.
It's a reasonable play. Shield block Elise, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, he decides for Bash Execute. Well, he can still use his armor up, which
8 health back.
Yeah.
And see, he's over 30 again. That's pretty good for a control warrior in this matchup.
Yeah, so what are the chances for risestorm to win from here on out? You still have double Flame Waker, which is a huge way to turn the board and deal a lot of damage. And otherwise,
but is there ever gonna be a big board you can like retake over a control warrior? He's just like playing 1-2 cards out and like sitting there back, armoring up, and like just like controlling the game down.
And in this situation, it is really interesting that he used the slam to clear the 4-2, because now it is possible to run your entire board in there to have Sylvanas steal nothing, and before that he would have at least gotten 1 card. risestorm decides otherwise anyways, and is not trying to clear the Sylvanas and make it impossible for her to steal something. So he will definitely get 1 card. And now he has a 50-50 chance of getting a 5-5. Which is really, really good. And I think you clear the mana worm, right? Because you don't want to take the mana worm, and if you take the 5-5...
but mana worm is not so bad as well. It's not like that bad, because you can... If he now trades the 5-5 in, you can clear him anyway with your Fiery Warwicks.
Yeah, but the 3-3 would have still been better. And if you take the 5-5, the mana worm is way stronger on the mage's board.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so now he is considering getting both the Flame Wakers. And he can still play what can he play? He can still play Frostbolt, Arcane Missiles, so he can basically just target face. He could still get... Okay, he can't play...
He's not playing the second Flamewaker, so. But it should be enough, yeah.
Yeah, and now you're definitely Frostbolting face to...
To prevent the Warwicks to come down.
And that is at least taking them the warrior down to 20 health once again.
19.
19. Yeah, exactly. There was still the ping. Didn't consider that one. That is a little bit too loud, maybe.
That's a reasonable turn here for Idunno.
Yeah.
But does the mage even care about the 10-8? You get a pyroblast in your hand, just go
Yeah.
phase. Just go
And
phase.
the water elemental is also really, really good because one card can't attack. Either your weapon cannot attack for the afterwards, or your Grommash cannot attack. And just delaying the Grommash one turn is really nice if you have a pyroblast in your hand.
Yeah. It's like looking pretty good right now. But still, you can now play Infested Torrent with Fiery War Axe and clear a bunch of things off the board.
Once again, we see the defender of Argus out of the Firelands portal.
I would go here for killing the Azure Drake over the 5/5. Because you want to deny the
spell damage.
Because spell damage is too huge.
How much damage does he have?
16 in hand.
Yeah. That is really bad for Idunno as well. That both hit face there.
No, that's over. No, it's just you can't clear it. You can like no.
Pyroblast will seal the deal. Yeah. Anyway, there's no way out of it. He can get to 11 health, but he cannot clear both the all the minions. And he should attack first. It's a little bit of playing too fast here. And that is another 3-0.
Yeah,
We
it's going
definitely are
fast.
for a fast day today. All matches are going really, really quickly today. And
so
yeah, I think this time we will take a small break so that we can refresh a little bit, drink some water. That's important. Staying hydrated, especially if you're talking the entire day. And yeah, we will be back shortly with the next match. And yeah, hopefully that game will be a little bit closer than the ones we saw so far.
3-0 2 times.
Yeah.
Feels good.
So yeah, see you
And
after the short break.
Yeah. Bye.